of people been hitting me up. A lot of people been asking me about how do I feel about this Ayesha Curry situation. How she's coming out and she's having a lot of things to say about her husband, and for a lot of people, it really looked like she's being disrespectful. And so when I look at the Ayesha Currys, when I look at the Jada Pickett's, it kind of makes me believe that some of these women are actually jealous of their husbands. A lot of these women wanted to be the focal point of the relationship, the focal point of everything, to be honest. And their husband outshined them. When I look back with Will and Jada, it was a point where Jada was probably a bigger star than Will Smith, and now his star is outshining hers, and we see what's going on with them and how she really like responds to their relationship, and how she even had a quote unquote entanglement. And then we see Ayesha Curry, how it seems like every time she get on a podcast or every time she get a chance to down her husband, she do. And we listen to some of the words that they say, and it's almost like they have a disdain for their husband greatness. Like, they are actually jealous of their husbands. And so what I want to do is really talk about this, take a deep dive in this, and I just want to look at these interviews. And we can really just see what these women are saying, check out these words and see as men, how do we avoid marriages like this if it's possible that we even can? Maybe what we look for before we get married, or is marriage just a bad option these days? But no, you know what? Let's jump into these videos and see what's going on.
4.5, 4 years ago, started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And from there, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
No, we were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. The one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
Right.
We ride together.
We
Together. Bad marriage for life.
Let's go over what we just watched. We just seen them confirm that they were separated when the entanglement happened and were both doing their own thing. It was also mentioned that there's never been secrets in their relationship. So Will clearly knew about the situation before it got posted on social media. So please stop the hate towards her, as saying she lied or cheated is false.
I think it was.
When we look at the Will and Jada situation, it's like, first and foremost, I would like to say, that we can't really compare our life as regular people to celebrities, but I do think, in a lot of ways there are similarities and things that we can look for, even in our regular day-to-day lives and our average lives, because most of us are average. And ain't nothing wrong with being average. But, when we look at Will and Jada, for the most part, we always thought that they had a perfect marriage. We always thought they had a perfect relationship, but obviously they didn't. And it's always been said that they've had a lot of extracurricular things going on in their marriage. And as a man, I think that you have to really stand 10 toes down. I think you have to be the type of leader to where you control everything that go in your house. You can't be a weenie. You can't allow your wife to just do whatever she want to do. And as a leader, you can't just be out there wilding out either, because you have to lead by example as a leader. But, it really looked like Jada Pinkett started to have a disdain for her husband's accomplishments. It seemed like over time, as her light dimmed and his light got brighter, it really seemed like she started to have a disdain for him, and that she was looking for the lights. She was looking for something to give her validation. And that's why she started messing with August, the little younger cat. She was able to control him, manipulate him. And in a lot of ways, like Stella, he was able to give her her groove back. And with Will, seemingly being a pushover, he allowed it. Or maybe he was doing his own thing. But the thing is, you can't allow your woman to make you look crazy in public. And it just really looked like, when we look at the Will and Jada situation, a lot of us, even in the song, it said we want that Will and Jada love. And then you come to find out it was fake, but, as guys, we tell women we got to choose better. They got to choose better than us as men. We have to make sure we choose better. And sometimes that chick is cool. That chick that let you have threesomes and orgies and all that freaky stuff, she might be the fun girl, but do you really want that to be wifey? Do you really want her, or y'all lifestyle to really be what raises y'all kids? Because at some point there's going to be drama. There's going to be turmoil. It ain't fun and games forever. So really the reason is doing this is your woman, or do these women have this thing for the powerful men that they say they want? And then we're going to dig a little bit deeper, though, because there's some other stuff. But let's look at this Ayesha Curry situation.
Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Did you talk to Steph about it?
He tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing? I didn't want kids. I didn't.
Man. And, really just think about it, right? So when our kids get older, because I really, really don't follow them like that, but when our kids get older, how are they going to feel about seeing this? How are they going to feel about, their mom kind of saying that being a mother and being a wife restricted her? I don't think some people really think about when they say what they say, how it's going to affect their kids. Uh, you know, I don't really think that far. And one thing too, guys, especially guys, if you're gonna allow your woman to go to see a therapist, make sure you vet that therapist. Make sure the therapist that your wife going to see is is not a bitter single woman that'll literally coach your wife into leaving you. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen situations a man allows his woman to go see a therapist, and the therapist talks her right out of the relationship. You know, when I look at like Ayesha Curry, it's almost like you hear a lot of women say, "I don't want struggle love. I want a high value man." And this woman has the high value man. As far as we know, she ain't never had to struggle. She ain't never had to pay a bill. She probably don't even know how to pay a bill. Her husband is over 6 feet tall. Done made over $200 million. Pay all the bills. As far as we know, no cheating scandals. Adores her, adores her family, and all she can think about is really being in the streets. And the craziest part of it is, and even women, y'all should really, this should really alarm y'all too. Because I'm not gonna stay on this all night. I got other stuff to do. But women, y'all should be alarmed. If any woman tell you that she agrees with Ayesha Curry, she understands where Ayesha Curry from, and that Ayesha Curry is right for how she feels, I wouldn't be cool with a chick like that, especially if you married. Because that same woman, if she had the opportunity to, would take your man. And the reason why I say that, what's the difference between Steph Curry and the men that all these single women say they want? And if you think about it, the reason why Ayesha Curry, one thing she said is other dudes don't mess with her because Steph Curry has respect amongst other men. He has respect amongst other men in his immediate circle. He has respect amongst men that's not in his circle to where they don't even try him. Steph Curry don't walk around like a badass, like he can whoop everybody. But the reason why ain't nobody in Ayesha Curry DMs like that is because they respect Steph. And she's saying, it seems like the only person that don't respect Steph is her. And ladies, I'm telling you, any female that'll tell you that it's okay to leave your perfect husband that's above and beyond the majority of men, believe me, if she had the opportunity to, she'll take your place. She'll slit your throat to take your place. So many chicks is telling you, girl, yeah, you should leave him. Either she wants you or she want him. No woman in her right mind will leave a man like Steph Curry. That dude got women all over the world that want him. And it's not like he out there fucking out. He never put any compromising position. You don't hear about side chicks, side babies, none of that. Men respect him, women respect him, and the only person don't respect him is his wife. Look, man, this is why it's hard for a lot of men to get married these days. If it's hard for a rich, extremely high value man to get married, and when we say high value, it seems like his morals are in the right place, his standards are in the right place, and his money is there, respect among men is there, and he can't keep his wife satisfied. What a regular everyday average dude like me gonna do? What a regular average everyday dude that just go to work and come home every day and can't pay 100% of the bills. He can pay 60% of the bills, 70%, maybe 50% of the bills. What are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Will Smith and Jada, everybody thought that was the perfect situation. And he can't keep his woman happy. And these are the things that men are afraid of. That even if I do the right things, it won't be enough. I can have all the money and it won't be enough. You know, I know a lot of y'all heard the parable or the story about the wife store or the husband store, and it got like 4 or 5 different levels. And I ain't gonna go through the whole story, but the women just say like, nah, forget the first through the fourth floor. Give me the fifth floor. I want it all. And when they get to the fifth floor, it's empty. And now they got to go all the way back down to the bottom because they refuse to settle. Look, ladies, you can't have it all. Fellas, we already know we can't have it all. But ladies, y'all gotta work with us. Y'all got a good man. He's doing the best he can. He's working with you. He's leading. He has morals. He has standards. He love you. He love God. He love the kids. Do not try to get back in them streets. Ain't nothing in them streets for you. You say you don't want struggle love. You want to struggle because struggle gives you experience. Nah, ladies. Don't let these hoes trick you out of your spot. I'm gonna keep it 100, ladies. Don't let these hoes trick you out of your spot. Because I'm telling you, they'll trick you out your spot and take your man. So, fellas, don't leave with your money. Do not leave with your money. You know, stop talking about what I'm gonna buy for you, what I'm gonna do for you. She needs to know you for who you are. She needs to love you for who you are. And all that extra stuff can come later or throughout the time y'all spend with each other. But if you get with a woman because you led with your money, she won't love you for you. She'll love you for what you can do. And when you can't do that no more, the love will be gone. And she'll be to the next dude. And make sure you get a woman that don't try to dominate you. Don't look at you as a project. Don't look down on you. You know, Ayesha Curry also said that she never thought Steph would get as big as he got. She thought he was going to be a little basketball coach or something like that. So it really sounded like she believed that she was going to get a man that she can outdo. And in reverse, now she's known as Steph Curry's wife. And she resents that. She resents his success. Jada Pinkett resents Will Smith's success. Make sure you got a woman that's gonna be with you, that's gonna ride with you, that wanna be with you through thick and thin. Don't get a woman that's gonna resent you. So, hey, make sure y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe. Like I said, I wasn't gonna be on this real long because I got another quick little video I want to do. But I thank y'all for turning to cool reviews, man. I wasn't gonna do this all night. And y'all make sure y'all check out the cool interviews. I'm really finna start hitting y'all with these interviews, man. I love doing these interviews. The podcast is coming. I'm still in search of a co-host. You know what I'm saying? And when I get a co-host, man, it's gonna be real lit. Got some stuff coming with that. But make sure y'all check out the cool interviews. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Peace out.